god on two wheels. But from one crash, everything changed. The broken arm, the failed surgeries, the pain that wouldn't end. What once looked like destiny began to look like tragedy. Fans and rivals alike wondered if Marc Marquez would ever race again, or if his story had ended too soon. And yet, in 2025, the impossible happened. The rider they thought was finished rose again.
Memorable Spanish Grand Prix we've witnessed for many, many a year. What a race!
Faster, fiercer, and hungrier than ever. Not just to compete, but to reclaim the MotoGP crown. This isn't just a comeback. This is one of the greatest resurrections in the history of sport. Marc Marquez Alenta was born on February 17, 1993, in the Catalonian town of Cervera, Spain. From a very young age, Marc showed an unusual connection with two wheels. His father, Julià, noticed it immediately. By the time Marc was 4 years old, he was already riding a small off-road minibike. What stood out was not just his ability to ride, but the way he approached it. While other children hesitated, Marc leaned into corners aggressively, elbows out, instinctively pushing himself closer to the limit. That style, elbows and shoulders dragging on the asphalt, would become his trademark decades later in MotoGP, but it was already visible when he was only a boy. Marc wasn't alone on this journey. His younger brother, Alex, was soon following in his footsteps. The Marquez household became a place of constant bike maintenance, weekend races, and a shared dream between father and sons. The brothers grew up competing against each other, sharpening their skills not only in organized events, but in countless hours of backyard practice and local circuits. By the time Marc was 10, he was already racing in regional championships across Catalonia.
Sant Marc Márquez, el noi que amb només 10 anys ja és campió de Catalunya.
His natural aggression, combined with an almost supernatural sense of balance, made him stand out. He wasn't a rider who cautiously eased his way to victory. He attacked every race like it was his last. Spectators began to notice. Coaches began to take interest. At just 15 years old, in 2008, Marc Marquez made his debut in the 125cc World Championship with the Repsol